Hello, beautiful humans. Welcome to this reading. We are taking a look at a breakthrough that is happening for you or through you on, near, or around this next upcoming full moon. These are one of my favorite kinds of readings to do. Welcome to my channel. This is Do You Tarot. I do pick a card readings, and every full moon or around every full moon, I do these breakthrough readings, and they always feel like supercharged and very exciting, as in like, yes, whatever was like stagnant or confusing or holding me back, now I see the way, it's open, here we go. So it gets very exciting for me. So thank you for being here. Okay, if you guys don't know how pick a card readings work, what I just did is I shuffled and I have 3 cards. I'm gonna turn them over. You can use them to intuit and psychic and anything, feel your way into which of the 3 cards or which of the 3 groups you feel most drawn to. Once you're aware of that, timestamp, fast forward, those will be your messages that will apply for you. These are somewhat timeless, as in like it doesn't matter what month you're in or what part of the lunar cycle. When you find this video, when it finds you, you click on it. We're talking about this is likely to occur by like on, near, around this upcoming full moon from wherever you are. But okay, group 1, we have the 26th path with the devil. As well, sorry, group 2, 28th path with the star, and group 3, wow, it's so blue and purple, isn't it? There are many, many colors in this deck, but we got a lot of blues and a lot of purples. Okay, wonder what that's gonna mean. Group 3, 17th path with the lovers. Okay, devil, star, lovers, 1, 2, 3. Feel your way, timestamp, fast forward. I'll see you there in your breakthrough messages. Hello, beautiful humans in group number 1. You all were drawn to this 26th path, the devil card. So these are your messages about a breakthrough that is happening for you, coming through you. Doesn't matter, it's gonna be amazing. That's what we're tuning into, and this is happening for you on, near, or around the next upcoming full moon. But okay, this card, it says truth, illusion, and trust. I'm feeling the energy of breaking addictions, but that's just like too general, and I want to get a little bit more specific about what this is. And honestly, I'm feeling like a truth will come out about who or what you thought was beneficial to you, but actually might be a hazard. And in that kind of a way, you break through into new territory. Honestly, that feels like a very unsatisfying breakthrough. I'm gonna get to your tarot cards before I say any more, because I was like automatically trying to intuit more about like what's to come after you figure out that what you were leaning on or who you were leaning on isn't really beneficial, like in the ways that you thought that it was. But let's get to your tarot cards and see a bit more about that, because I think that my ego was trying to push its way into your reading, like turn it into more of a breakthrough than just, you know, sorry, what you thought was helpful isn't. Let's see more. I can't handle just that message. Okay, bottom of the deck is the Fool energy, which is nice. I mean, like, you're giving something a shot, someone, somewhere. You're going for it. There's just this energy of like maybe you and this other didn't fully realize the full scope of what was involved there, because like this Fool card in this deck is a bit unique, because the companion animal, the dog, isn't warning this dude, isn't like, you know, keeping him from the cliff edge. Dog is like, me too. So there's a bit of that in there. So I kind of want to say a bit of positivity to infuse in this whole thing, is like, don't blame yourself, or don't blame the other person, or maybe don't blame the medicine or the method or anything that you were really using. But let's see a bit more. King of Swords. Okay, so your breakthrough is this literal, like, you cannot get away from this truth. King of Swords, like, is like, nope, you can't look away. It's right here. Bright light, no matter how hard you close your eyes, we are bursting through your eyelids. King of Swords is like law of the fucking land. So that's your first tarot card. And then we have the Magician. Here we go. This might be making my ego feel a little bit better. Then we're going straight into maybe what you can do instead of that thing that wasn't working or that is actually like more harmful than what you were aware of. I'm getting the vibes of like food science over time. And like when I was a very small child, eggs were bad. And now eggs are good. And then we do that with milk. We do that with literally everything. This diet will kill you. This diet is the best. So it's like, I don't know. Just like, how do I eat? Yeah, so we got the Magician here. Now we got the Lovers. Oh my gosh, this is nice. This feels like, okay, I did highlight the Companion. I feel like you and the other, we might be talking about who you were leaning on. We might be talking about your particular method or, you know, the medicine that you were using or something like that. It feels like there's going to be some kind of a transition of together we get to do this differently, like a different way of behaving, maybe a different mode of transportation or a different medium. Like it's sort of like how certain plants are toxic unless you cook them in a certain specific kind of a way. And then they're one of the healthiest things you can eat. Like I'm getting that vibe because, I mean, this is not a tarot deck. This is a Tree of Life deck, this oracle card that you're drawn to, but it is evoking the devil from tarot. And here we have the contrast card, the Lovers in tarot. You get to see what would be the thing that would benefit. And that's why, like, okay, I literally had to pause because I knew it was my ego more than it was what I was channeling for you all. I'm like, my ego wants to tell them that they get a solution and that's a part of the breakthrough, not just that they find out that the stuff that they were doing is bad. I'm thinking of this, lunch that I had with a friend and I was eating edamame and she's like, edamame is now the worst thing you can eat. I'm like, no. Tell me what I can eat. Because I mean, like going vegan, you're going to start to restrict some shit and you're like, no, that's my protein. I need it. Ace of Wands. Okay, hold on. I'm going to get all your cards. Three of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles. Yay. Okay, this makes my ego so happy. Well, I'm satisfied. And that's the most important thing. Okay, what I see here is that you and the other, let's just call them your companion animal at this point, or your lover. I don't know, whatever it might be, you and your houseplant get to discover what would be the beneficial pattern and get to workshop it. Literally, I mean, like that's what we see here is like come together and discuss over the course of time, maybe like, hey, I tried it the new way. Did you? Like, yeah, no, I mean, like, I slept well and I was fine. Like, how do you feel? It really feels like kind of like a coming and a going, like a kind of, with this Eight of Pentacles, kind of maybe like an independent testing out and then bringing it together, like bridging the gap of like, you know, discussing with others, like, hey, how is this new thing for you? How did you do? I allow that this might be over social media as well with your social media communities and friends and partners. But yeah, unavoidable truth is a part of your breakthrough, literally. As in like, no, this is bad now. You thought it was good, it's bad. And then comes that, well, what would be good? Or can we use it in a different way? And then you have partners in this. Yeah, I'm getting more cards for you guys. You have partners in this. Trust them because I feel like they're going to be on the same or similar path or journey for you. That's so funny. I just got more cards from this deck and I never glance at the bottom of the Oracle decks, like hardly ever. If you guys know me, you know. 12th house, introspection, like go deep or go home. You got to figure this out. The breakthrough is like multi-tiered, multi-leveled. I mean, like, honestly, I feel like you might find the commitment of a partner or community that's going in the same direction as you about whatever this is. I mean, I keep thinking of food and I just ate. I'm not hungry. I don't know what that is. Keep thinking about food, but more than that, I feel like this is a broader opportunity or a bigger opportunity for you to join and expand with others in some kinds of ways that you weren't expecting. Like, I don't know, if I eat vegan, then I can be friends with vegans, but no, I mean, you know, you get it. Anyway, Uranus with change, clearly changing how you do what it is that you are doing, or just changing the method or the habit entirely. And then we have Mercury with messages. So your breakthrough is very, very repetitive in these cards. You're gonna get some kind of information that's coming around that is going to, like, I wanna say encourage you to change, but honestly, we need to be more forceful than that with the King of Swords. It's like, let's clear the air here right fucking now. Like, you can't do it anymore. It's bad. And then we got the Magician. What are these two cards? Third house with communication. And then we also, okay, love the synchronicity in the cards. I fucking love it when they blow me away like this. How many years have I been doing tarot? How many videos have I done for you all? And then when it's this synchronous about the message, like repeating, literally in exactly the way my ego wanted it to be, you guys. Yeah, so communication, like this Three of Pentacles, isn't that cool? The third house, Three of Pentacles right there. And then we get to work Aquarius style, open-minded, collaborative, sharing of information. I did mention social media. I feel like this is expansive of a friend group or a social time or something like that, whatever this is about, but it's something that wasn't working, something that will work. Workshopping what will work is a very important part of this. We have remain positive. Oh my gosh, look at this character's smile. And they're like, here are all these things that can work. Choose what you would like to do. Okay. And then we have get more. Come on, your cards. Get more information. What is that thing that's coming out of the Merkaba thing? Can you guys see that? It's like a bunny rabbit with wings coming out of a Merkaba. Anything is possible. It's Aquarius. Age of Aquarius, we're all aliens. Let's get weird. Let's go there. You might find one of those rabbit hole communities. You guys might go down a rabbit hole or 2 or 3 or infinite because we have the internet. Oh my God, it's been a while since I've been down a rabbit hole. This is exciting because you get the gift, the breakthrough gift of awareness. Yo, got 2 more cards here. The first one that wanted to flip itself over is the Apple Dragon with health. You get the gift of health. I kept going to food because that's what I most associate with health at this point in my life. And this is my most disciplined life pattern. But I mean, whatever is health for you all, because we can divide that into infinite categories, can't we? Like the health of romantic vitality, the health of community and quality support coming through relationships, and the health of our finances and making sure we feel like we can actualize our dreams, you know, and they're stable and supported. All those kinds of things is what we're talking about. This is a general reading, so I mean, like, it's gonna apply to some area of your life that you associate with health. Oh my God, I've been having fun the whole entire time I've been channeling this for you guys. You can probably tell in my tone, sometimes I get like super somber and serious, which, you know, is what it is when we have to channel those things. But I've literally been having fun the entire time since I hit record. So yeah, eggplant dragon with fun. And I'm gonna put that right next to this jolly man who's offering you stuff. Looks like fruits and also flowers. Fruits and flowers. I mean, yay. This is a fun transition. It's something that you thought was like good, and then you're like, wait, no. And then it's like, what? What else is possible? What else is there? Have fun. I'm getting 2 more cards for you all. Yeah, this is just like such a positive breakthrough in the form of what challenged me at first to communicate that there's a negative. Because coming in the form of a no. The law says no. I mean, this literally at this point, I'm going to veer a little bit away from food and get into like maybe more of a business, or, you know, I almost want to say a committed partnership mindset. And this might have to do with something law or legal, as in like you thought that, it's a stupid example, but I'm going to say it. Oh my God, it's horrible. You thought that your current romantic partner was legally divorced from their spouse like 3 or 4 years ago. Then they come to find out that in like where they're at right now, that divorce doesn't stand because they got divorced in another country. That is such a specific example. Okay, but like as far as business, like you were going in this one creative direction, you're gonna find out that that direction is like impeded or barred by an illegality of some sort, like a random law or like perspective that you weren't, you know, fully included in on. And then it's like, okay, so cool, I know where my barrier is, or okay, well, we found that out. Ugh. Now let's work toward, you know, a legal divorce before we try to get married. And now let's work toward these areas that we can expand in now that we know where our boundaries are. Secure attachments. Okay, your next two cards. Shit, strength and energy. That's what I feel like. That's what this breakthrough is bringing you. It's honestly, it feels like the negative, yes, but it's bringing you this kind of awareness of what they like to say about like kids with healthy parental attachment, especially like if you guys know toddlers. We've all been them. You might not remember it, but if you've had toddlers, those little people, they will test stuff and you're like, why? But they're doing it so that they know where you are. It's honestly like, it's literally like in a way, like bumping up against walls because they just want to know where you are. And if they have to get at that through like some kind of negative, like fit throwing or like destroying their ability to eat food at all, and they're like, own it, chicken nuggets forever. That's how it goes. Yeah, strength, stability in this hour, endurance, stamina, I am power. That looks very much, I literally was even doing it with my fist. That looks Ace of Wandsy. That looks fiery. That looks like fall back in love with the very thing that you were striving to do, that you were full card doing, you know, fall back in love with that. And it's just knowing where the barriers and the boundaries are. And then it's so much about get going now that you know where parent is, you know, now that you know what King of Swords has to tell you. A light inside my fire divine. Wow, I just said that with such intent. I'm like, a light. Jesus, the energy in this gets me very excited. A light inside my fire divine, energy fill me, make me shine. That's very exciting. Like I was saying, I feel that kind of a give and a take, or like a push and a pull toward people as well as independent. And then I'm also just getting that, again, those strong social media vibes and that Ace of Wands. There's so much energy. There's so much speed to this. Like if it isn't working out in one particular way with your partner, you find out that like, you know, I don't know, some aspect of the communication is unhealthy. It's like, yes, this will need to end and we'll have to go our separate ways. And then it's like, I don't know. I got lost in that. I'm like, what could be this? I don't know. I'm not going to say it. Whatever this is what your breakthrough is that you'll experience of like talking with your friends about it, seeing if there's another way to communicate with this person who you thought that you were going to break up with or something like that. Spending some time discovering, you know, I don't know, what kind of communication standard you want to build. That could be Eight of Pentacles. And it is Sun in Virgo. I mean, like, it's really like, let's discern some stuff and work on some stuff and really separate what we do and don't like. But okay, your last card for this breakthrough. Oh, look at that. Every step counts. Okay, with all this fire, this is a hilarious card to come out as your very last card. Because I think I've been talking very fast. I've gotten very excited. I do highly enjoy fire energy. But it says there is see, I'm talking too fast. There is an advantage in taking things slowly. Breathe deeply and fully as you consider your options. There's always that pleasant silver lining. There's always that obnoxious and annoying, like, oh, I get why the universe threw me this. Yeah, thank you, universe. Even though it's dumb and annoying and a problem I have to deal with. I get it, thank you. It's like that kind of like, if things don't work out, it's the universe telling you there's something better. Yeah, this is literally your breakthrough. So I mean, like, you know, take it in strides so that you can see it when it happens. You get this joy-driven, fun-ass reading on YouTube from me to help you with that. But yeah, we're done. This is it. I'm done with your reading. Thank you. This has been really good to channel. I've enjoyed the feelings. If you like this reading, give it a thumbs up. Click on the subscribe button, comment below, connect with me, all those beautiful things. Also, check out the links in the description of this video for some tarot offerings. I have a link to the next group tarot gathering. It's happening at the last Saturday of any given month is when I host it. We all gather together over Zoom and we read for each other. It's okay if you're brand new to tarot, you're wanting to explore your intuition, you're wanting to test it out with others. Come on, we're safe. It's cool. And then also it's totally cool if you don't read tarot, but you read something else, like you only read oracle cards or you read like astro dice or something like that. Divination and you know, using it as a tool to share with others, you know, intuition is what we're going for. If that sounds like something you'd like to do and hang out with us, then head to the link. You'll find out more, but basically everybody gives and receives readings there. So also come with something you'd like to receive a reading on. That's it. I love you guys. Sending you on your way. Please remember we're all free and we're also all connected always at the exact same time. Again, I love you. Hello, beautiful humans in group number 2. You all were drawn to this 28th path, the star card. So these are your messages all about this breakthrough in your life that is happening for you. It's coming through you on, near, or around this next upcoming full moon. You were drawn to this card and it says hope, inspiration, and dreams. And I'm just for some reason right now looking at this rose and looking at this fruit that's almost like blossoming entirely from her own hair. And I feel like what this breakthrough is going to involve is having you see things. Literally, I'm sensing look in a different direction for where your blessings are meant to come from, where they are blossoming from, we can say. But I'm going to start with some tarot and we'll see a bit more about this. It's basically just like the fact that her attention is being paid toward, like, I mean, like she's looking up, hopefully, into the sky and stuff like that for, like, you know, wish on a star kind of a thing. And she's doing this work right here, like to, you know, like we all do. We make a wish on something, then, you know, we're ready to do the work for it. It just feels like things are already sprouting up for you. You're merely unaware of them, or you're just not looking in the right direction for where your hope fulfillment and your wish fulfillment are meant to be coming from. Oh, that's so interesting. The 9 of Wands is the first of the tarot cards to come out. Okay. Yeah, let's see a bit more about this. Even the way that the tarot cards, I'm just shuffling right now and I just had the thought, I'm like, this should be easier. I know that sounds strange, but like as I'm getting the cards out, it was weird. Like energetically, I was like, for a millisecond, I was like, why aren't the cards coming out easier? Like I just had the thought of this should be easier. Okay, your first tarot card is the 9 of Wands. And I kind of want to really quickly check what's on the bottom of the deck. Page of Cups. Yeah, I mean, like, pure of heart, pure of intention with this wish. Like being open. Like being emotionally, like, healing and stuff like that. Being ready for your wish fulfillment. Doing those things to clear and cleanse yourselves as well. This is really good for, like, toxins in our system. This is really good for, like, if we indulge in things. You know, I feel you all having done a bit of improvement in that area to clear. The star card in tarot always makes me think of that when we do like a cleanse or when we make choices to go in the clear direction in our lives. Like, no, I'm not going to clog up my system with too much social media viewing, or no, I'm not going to overwork myself, you know, those kinds of things. And obviously, you know, I'm going to go ahead and clear my system of my addictions and my dependencies, my toxic relationships, all that kind of stuff. But I feel you all being in a zone of like innocent, pure, receptive awareness. 9 of Wands, we also have the Queen of Pentacles and Temperance. Interesting. And then we have the Death card and the Hierophant, as well as the Page of Swords. Okay. You guys are in that zone that I just described, but I feel like someone is going to be talking to you and you're going to be receiving something from somewhere, someone that it's going to point you in a new direction that's calling on a different charge of energy through you. I almost feel like it's calling on you to be maybe meaner, naughtier, grasp at like what you own and what's right for you and what's yours. Maybe pull in those directions of like anger, or I almost want to say the embrace of sorrow. Like when it can feel so right and so entitled to cry. Like, no, I cry now. Not that apologetic cry that we're so used to doing. Like, I'm so sorry, I can't hold back the tears, and why am I sad? I just shouldn't be sad. No, this is like, I cry now. Honestly, I'm feeling this pulling you in a different direction entirely, and it's through that mode that your wish fulfillment is likely to occur, and you're meant to learn a whole lot about that. And I really feel as if this Queen of Pentacles is a person, could be a place. Honestly, like it could be like, I don't know, some kind of like a healing guru sanctuary, I don't know, social media platform or account or something like that. But I really feel like it's a person who's going to show you, you thought it was through, I feel like they're going to show you something. They're going to invite you into something, host you in their realm, so to speak, and then just kind of show you a different pattern, a different path, a different way. And it's just sort of like these cards are here to show you or to represent to you, like, you can trust this path, you can go down it and see where it leads you and learn a whole lot from it, because it feels like it's a different charge. It's a different embrace of your emotions. It's a different way of who you are, or a way of being. And I feel like there's entitlement, there's power, there's progression, there's more movement, there's anger, there's self-worthiness. I feel this whole, like, with this Nine of Wands, I feel like when it comes to your firepower or your fire energy, you're kind of on your last limb or on your last leg. You might be feeling drained, and maybe that's why it feels maybe a bit easier to approach your wishes from this like pure innocent, like, I'm a pure person, I'm pure of hearted, I'm making my wishes from a pure place. And like, that's, you know, meant to be the thing that would bring your wish to you. This almost feels like full embodiment, full presence. Like literally, I'm sensing the full force of your whole physical body pushing something, pushing you through something, and being mad about it, being sweaty, being angry and yelling, crying, because it's a strong thing to do, to cry. This Temperance card is like, it is very much like a very symbolic mixing fire and water together, using an intelligence to see how they are both required and both necessary. This is very much politics-wise, political, crossing the aisle and seeing how much you identify with that party, that political party that you thought you had nothing to do with. It's gonna be fun. Your breakthrough, I feel like, is this person, is the initiation by this person, is talking with them, is kind of fulfilling those next steps through that energy field, through this kind of full embodiment of, I am sweaty, I am angry, I am mad, I'm like hot under the collar, I'm also so fucking sad. You know, it just feels like that's the breakthrough, is literally the fire. And maybe it's kind of like, I don't know, when we don't know how to use a particular energy, we can expend it very quickly, or we can expend it without a certain amount of intelligence of how to do it. Like, I can't think of the word that's coming to me, but we can expend it like non-frugally. What is the opposite of frugal? Without realizing it. Without realizing it. It feels like you took part in kind of just your fire, just, I don't know, you don't play around with it enough, or like wholeheartedly, or you don't have a full perspective of how to use passion, how to use creational energy, how to use the charge of your desires. And then this person or this situation or online platform, they're going to show you something, and I feel like invite you or just open, or I really feel like the breakthrough is this dawn of, oh, okay, I see this, and wow, okay, I'm in my body, I'm full of heat, I'm charged up, I'm gonna learn how to use this well. I almost want to say in a third dimensional kind of a way, I feel like this is like if you're trying to do something like start a business or something like that, and you've been trying in one way of going about doing it and it hasn't necessarily taken off. Like, you know, you've been trying one sales or marketing strategy and it hasn't worked, and it's kind and it's full of light and all that kind of stuff. This feels like you find someone who's going to unlock the key of like, this is how to do it. This is the strategy that has worked for me. It's a full body one. It's presence, awareness. It's strength, it's security, stability. And it's moving forward with like, I almost want to say like heaviness. Like you are as heavy and powerful as you are. Step boldly into the world. It's very, I want to say masculine, but I mean, like, it doesn't have to be gendered. Just feels like I have power here and I'm stepping. And when I step, my foot leaves an imprint, and that is good. I am here. Like, geez, like all these, I feel like these cards here are what you're about to learn through this person. And that's your breakthrough, is like here. You're looking up here, you're pure. It's here that the flower grows. It's here that you literally are growing fruit from your own body. And you're just like blissfully unaware of that in some kinds of ways, because your concentration is on this like kind of purity, cleansing, clearing emotions, purity, innocence thing. Okay, here we go. We have 6th house with sustainability, as well as Jupiter with abundance. That's your breakthrough. In a nutshell, what I'm seeing is that, like I was saying, there's something about how you were using some kind of abilities or power, or like you were running yourself near dry just because you didn't know how to use that ability. The 6th house is like, okay, this is something that I want to set as a routine. This is something that important to me. I need to know how to set it as a routine so that I don't run dry, so that I can sustain it, and it can bring me even more. I can expand even more. I feel like your whole self already has that power. You're just looking in some other direction, thinking that it's meant to come from you behaving. Sorry. 2 weeks ago, I had a really gross illness, and now the only thing that's left is me like constantly clearing my throat or having a dry cough, and it's really stupid and annoying, and I'm sorry about that. I hate it. I hate it. Anyway, enough of me whining. Basically, like there was some other direction that you were pursuing, but it's like your breakthrough is right here, right now, full-bodied. You already have the fruit. Here we go. Whoa. Fruit. And it's growing from you. 2nd house with resources, and the Sun card with source. Someone's just going to show you, basically, and they're going to show you, like, I need you in your full body. This is the awareness. You already are bearing the fruit and giving it. It's just like, here's a different way. Here's a different pattern. I really feel this. I don't know. I'm feeling this energy of bringing it, like bringing your whole self together. You might not have realized that there were parts of you that you were denying or ignoring, like your anger, or like your, I almost want to say your righteous sorrow, or your right to sorrow, your right to your whole identity, your whole personhood is what this resource, I'm just going to call this Queen of Pentacles thing now at this point, a resource for you. They're showing you how you're already there. Like it's not as hard as you think to manifest what you are desiring. It's actually just a pivot, a shift. But even more than that, yeah, sorry, I'm getting more cards and I had to hear that. Even more than that, it just feels like it's already growing on you. Like share that, show what it took. I don't know. They're going to tell you, not me. They're going to tell you how easy it is. And it is in regards to how you expend your resources. They're going to show you how much of a resource you already are, how to shine with that. This card wanted to just be shown to you. It's a no. And it's basically like your breakthrough is that pattern or the direction that you were looking in or how you were behaving. That's the no. But then you have these two cards, compromise with helpful people. I mean, this is pretty perfect. You're getting this reading, so hopefully it's like not that huge like ego drain that something like this can be. Like when you're so pure of heart and so pure intention and you're doing the work that you thought would do it, and then you get this like, no, it's not that kind of a thing. Then I mean, if I were receiving a message like that, I'd be like, thank you so much, tarot reader person, for telling me this, because otherwise my whole self-confidence would plummet. Like, okay, I'm getting you 2 more cards. But again, that Queen of Pentacles is the helpful people, and you're meant to see it from their perspective, because they're literally going to show you how, I don't know, how wealthy you already are. Like, I just feel like full-bodied, like sweaty, stinky, hard worker, you know, those other parts of yourself that you thought that had to kind of be denied or hidden or something like that. This is like show yourself kind of energy. They're going to show you, not me, but that's what I'm feeling like. And so then it's just going to feel like a whole lot healthier. We have garlic dragon with boundaries, and we also have radish dragon with growth. Maybe that's the whole energy. You know how I was saying, like, what is it when you're not frugal? Leaky? What is it when you're not frugal? I feel like this is something that is yours. Like, you're burning candles at both ends. This breakthrough is showing you, like, exactly that. It's showing you where you were doing that, and it's asking you, like, why were you doing that? Why did you think you needed to burn what compelled you to tell you to burn the candle at both ends? This is giving me the vibes of keeping up with the algorithm, you know? And it's like no, like, you keep up with the algorithm that's burning the candle at both ends, and you were ready and willing to do that or something like that. Like on social media, you're like posting all the time, and it didn't get the response or feedback or something like that. It didn't get the traction that you were hoping for. Growth comes in a different pattern through more boundaries of like, no, you need to sustain your candles. You need to figure out what is a better way of using them so that you have more candles for more. Like, only burn the candle brightly when it's charged up and it's ready to be received well. That's boundaries. It's sort of like, boundaries in a relationship. It's like, no, like, you know when there's a no for you with a person, because if you stepped across that line, you would be depleting yourself without anything to show for it. That's where boundaries can come in. That's where they can arise, is to show you that line and to show you this has to be a no, or else I'm not able to or ready or willing to show up for this, because I will be depleted. It feels like in whatever it is that you're shining for, star card, whatever it is that you've hoped. I have to clear my throat again. I'm sorry. Your hope, your dream, your inspiration, where you're pointed to, it feels like that is something, or the method, the path is something to draw that kind of boundary on. And then there's just like a whole lot more that can happen. Like with her and looking in that direction and doing this work, it's just like, you doing that, it didn't get you to where you needed to be. Draw that line, garlic dragon, and then look around. There's a rose that has sprouted up from the water. There is an apple growing from your hair. Okay, look around. There's a whole lot more. And I really feel like those helpful shifts in perspective, like almost controversial, honestly. I really feel like this is getting you down, down, down into the like full body experience of life, and therefore a little bit more controversial because it's not so pure and it's not so innocent. We have sensuality and we have magical powers. There we go. This sensuality makes me think of like fully feeling, like getting like the way she is. She's like down in the water. Your freedom flowing from far away. I dance, I love, I laugh, I play. It's kind of the energy of, you might be wishing wholeheartedly for some form of freedom right now and working toward it. And your passion and your reserves and your drives are all toward that freedom without an awareness of, if you fully, fully, fully come right down into where you are, and you really, really acknowledge that whole thing right here, right in your body, then you'll be able to see how to achieve your own freedom or how other people can help you get out. Literally, I'm having the visualization of being caught in like a prison cell, like prisoner of war, kind of dramatic kind of a situation. And you're holding the bars and you're wishing for freedom. And you're spending your energy holding the bars, wishing for freedom. It feels like this resource. Yeah, that's what we were calling the Queen of Pentacles. It feels like this resource is going to show you, be right here, be right now, let go of the bars, sit in the middle of your cell. In fact, get up maybe and move around, look around. What do you have in your cell? Like, what's there? What can you use? Like, did they leave like, sorry, I'm thinking of all the ways that I've seen in movies and stuff like that where people break out of prison cells. Like, you know, are there other options? Are there other opportunities? Is there an early release program? Like, literally, it's like there are so many things, and it's just because you're sitting there, like, doing the wishing, and your mind is on the freedom, and it's like right here, right now, in your body. Look around, choose to use your body, be physical, be sweaty, be angry, get there. Magical powers. Yeah, I weave and clear. I cast and know. Magic's secrets to me now show. Isn't that one of the things that like we like to say in the spiritual community, is that like we're a spirit having a human experience? We tend to forget the human experience sometimes. We tend to forget our bodies. Because I don't know, it just feels like a lot nicer to be in the dream state sometimes, doesn't it? Because to be down here, smells bad, people are horrible, everything is confusing. Like I love nature personally, but when I go out in it, I'm like, oh, I'm sweaty, and there are all these little bugs, like, you know, the sand is sticking to my body. I thought I'd like it. Yeah, it's just literally go out on the beach, have the sand stick to your body, sunburn. Yeah, there are things that'll poke you in the ocean. Like, it's just, the whole fucking thing is part of your magic. Like, you have to embrace the third dimensional experience a whole lot more. Because it's that will unlock that prison cell. It's that's like, oh, like, now I get it. Now I'm like deeply a little less spiritual, a little more embodied. Embodiment. Okay, I hope this is all making sense. Your last card is distinctive potential, and it's a bunch of narwhals doing things together with their pokey unicorn tooth horn thing. They're breaking through the ice so that they can breathe in the Arctic. Rely on your faith and the knowledge that nothing is impossible. Use your determination to hang in there until you realize a goal. So I like the way the cards have done this. I like that they're finishing on this message, because it's not the it's not the giving up on the goal by turning your awareness to something different. It is the realization of the goal to pivot in this different direction that will be shown to you through this compromise, helpful people kind of energy. I really feel like the energy of be ready for a harsh critic, the kind of like editing adjustment that a really damn good editor will do of your manuscript. Like, not to brutalize you, but to be like, we're going to get this into a workable shape, and it's going to take off, and it's going to be monumental. But right now, I'm gonna shred your manuscript into pieces so that we can get there. I'm feeling, I'm just like, be ready. Be ready for that task, okay, group 2? Damn, what a breakthrough. Oh my God, I'm usually like, I love being in this energy, so I get it. All of this, I'm feeling it right now. Okay, here we go. Okay, that's what I have for you, group 2. How do you feel? Hopefully ready. So thumbs up, subscribe, comment below, connect with me. Also check out the links that I have in the description of this video for some tarot offerings, including that link to the next group tarot gathering. If you are a reader of any kind of divination tool at any level and you want to hang with other readers, we get together over Zoom and we read for one another. So it's pretty valuable because you get to practice your craft. You get to lean into psychicness and intuition in a safe environment, and then also come with something that you'd like to receive a reading on, because you're going to get a reading from the other readers. So it's pretty valuable in that kind of a way. If that sounds like your jam, head to the link, see when the next one is. It's usually, I host it usually on the last Saturday of every month. Love to see you there. Otherwise, sending you on your way. Please remember, we are all free and we are also all connected always at the exact same time. Love you. Hello, beautiful humans. In group number 3, you all were drawn to this 17th path, the Lovers card. So these are your messages all about a breakthrough that is coming your way, is happening for you or through you on, near, or around this next upcoming full moon. Your card, your path, it says humor, choices, and intelligence. And I'm immediately aware of a choice that you will make or already have made will pay off, and the situation will improve as a result of it. I almost want to say, like, be lighthearted about that if it was a tough decision or a tough choice because it did impact others, something like that. Or if you're making a choice right now that's going to impact others. I don't know. I almost want to say trust in your intelligence. I want to say including your emotional intelligence. You guys get a 7th card for some reason. It's gonna pay off. Oh, that's nice. The 4 of Swords is on the bottom of the deck. And maybe that's why I felt the need to stress emotional intelligence, because it just really feels like mentally you might have things pretty well figured out at this point. Like your mind isn't gonna solve this situation for you. And it feels like the decision might be best made from the heart space or from our other forms of intelligence, like bodily intelligence. Like if your gut is telling you something, your intuition, God. I mean, I don't know. There are so many other forms of intelligence than just mental. And I feel like you all are in the embrace of peace and hanging up the swords mentally. You're not mentally striving toward being right. And, you know, I'm the one who's winning or something like that. Like that's 4 of Swords energy mentally. Like you're not gonna, you know, like share, I'm hearing the words share barbs. Like you're not gonna snap at anyone. You know, you guys might resonate with this group 3 where you might have hung up your swords of sarcasm. Sarcasm, oh, that was a lesson I had to learn. I was raised in a family of sarcasm, and when I got to a certain point in my life, I'm like, I'm just using it to like lash out. Like I really need to like hone in on what this all is for me and like maybe stop my humor being aimed through that. But yeah, I feel a lighthearted awareness inside of you of a choice or a decision point, and that's going to create the catalyzing effect that you want right now. Okay, let's get to your tarot, your lots of tarot. We have 4 of Wands, as well as the Ace of Pentacles. And then we also have the Tower card and the Page of Wands. And then your last 3 cards, 6 of Cups, Hermit, and the 2 of Pentacles. Okay, it feels as if there was like such, I feel like these two cards are kind of looking into the past, and the Page of Wands is your choice point here. And then the outcome, your breakthrough that I'm seeing, are in these last three tarot cards. I feel like there was something that was really like vibrantly held, really exciting, really well predicted or well set up in certain kinds of ways. The Four of Wands, like maybe like the outlook of a love connection or something like that, or the outlook of how you were doing your work or so, whatever. I mean, like, I'll just leave it general for you guys. But I feel like there was an investment that needed to be made somehow, and it was withheld or withdrawn, or further investment in it, continued investment, something about this Ace of Pentacles. It feels like it was being given. Things were fruitful, and then something occurred to just create this like cataclysmic halt. And I don't know, I feel a little bit of confusion. You know, the Four of Swords, again, on the, oh, look at this. The Five of Wands is just beneath that, and the Queen of Cups, Empress. Okay. Something happened, and I don't think you fully really know what it was or why, but what it's created is a Tower moment, to where everything that was so vibrant and joyous and driven by, you know, this support, like I want to say this connection and support of it between you and whatever we're talking about here, it just kind of hit this thing that didn't make sense, and now it's kind of all fallen apart, like it wasn't even built securely. Page of Wands is your decision. You're going for something, you don't really know how it's gonna work out. This can be you drawing. I don't even want to, like, as your tarot reader, I kind of want to get two cards just to see a little bit more about this decision. Because I was like, it could be you setting a boundary. It could be you continuing this despite, you know, it could be you deciding to rebuild. Okay, it's you for you. The two cards that I got to clarify what this decision is about for you. If you've already made it, then this is, you know, confirmation of like, hell yeah, you did well. Otherwise, this is encouragement to go in the direction of what would be best for you, what would emotionally fulfill you. Again, emotional intelligence is dropped down in the heart space. Be sensitive in those more like feminine intelligence, like bodily intelligence, and harmonizing with nature, and like listening to the patterns of your cycles and things like that. Hormonal and emotional intelligence just really are really strong here. And then it's just like, do what is best for you, make the decision that sets you up more harmoniously, and move from there. This Page of Wands is sort of like how you might feel doing it. You might feel a little reckless, a little spinning, a little brave, but there's this energy of you got this. Just be aware of certain dangers in your midst. If you can see, like, she's doing really well. She's like twirling fire. She has to like maintain concentration on where she's headed and what she's doing. There's that snake there that she might trample upon. The snake doesn't look like it's ready to attack though. It's just, you know, when you make this choice, take care, because it is a pivotal one. It is a monumental one. Your choice is literally the breakthrough in your energy field as I'm reading it right now. So your situation, or in your awareness with your partnering of you and whatever it was, or whomever it was that was creating this beauty, but then also causing the chaos of the Tower. And then the outcome is really beneficial, really beneficial. I don't know, I feel like you and the snake will avoid each other and it'll be fine. It's just that nervousness of needing to take charge with a decision to create something better. The breakthrough is showing up right here. The Six of Cups, Sun in Scorpio. It's like, okay, we're gonna have to go deep. We're gonna have to feel some things. We're gonna need to understand each other. We're gonna need to go into the depths of what would be familiar to us and dig deep and become a little more comfortable down there. Like, let's look into the darkness and let's shine a light of consciousness. This is really important. I feel like there might be some independent action with the Hermit energy, but also I mean, like, it's really cool because this is Scorpio. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm like getting really I'm geeking out. Okay, Sun in Scorpio is Six of Cups. Six of Cups as a tone, like in tarot, it speaks of what is familiar emotionally to us. So our family and our regular habits and home space, but it's talking about the emotional qualities of that. In other decks, in non-Rider-Waite kind of thing, it can also mean like passion and the embrace of passionate things and passionate objects and how we can feel our way into that. It just really feels like there's a mix of those two things, and it really feels like with Scorpio energy, it's like, let's bring our light and let's go even deeper. We need to become aware of much more of what's in the depths inside of us, because there might be certain unconscious motivations going on in your situation that are driving it forward, that aren't healthy, that are wrecking it and ruining it. Tower card. And here we go, Hermit. Like, despite the depths, or despite needing to go to the top of the mountain in the cold and the winter, I like how this Hermit has a little owl, like right there. Like, yo, I need to become wise in this situation. So the outcome is to bring the light down into the depths and investigate this kind of thing, Scorpio style, and really emotionally get there. And then the Hermit, so this might be some independent action from you and the other. The Hermit is Virgo energy. It's like, okay, once we understand these kinds of things, we need to be able to integrate them, bring them back to the surface and integrate them into our reality in terms of right or wrong, boundaries are set, values are determined. And then comes that wraparound with the Jupiter in Capricorn and the Two of Pentacles. Okay, there are stormy seas still from whatever this Tower moment is. Our emotions are still stirred up, but we got this. We can understand what is the achievable, prominent, prosperous, you know, fulfilling, abundant path moving forward. It really feels like a course correct, a redirect that's happening as a result of this solid decision that you make. And it really feels like it's guiding both parties involved in your situation down where we were discussing, up back to the surface with more fruitful understanding of our psyches, of our subconscious motivators, what we got driving us. And then this Two of Pentacles and the Jupiter in Capricorn is like, okay, now we understand how to better balance ourselves or each other or this situation. Now we understand more of the practicalities of what is involved here. This is really, I mean, like the lovers in tarot can speak of a choice. That's really interesting. Well, it's not really interesting. It's literally written right here on the card. Okay, never mind. But I mean, it's Gemini energy. It's about duality. It's about where we unfold that and see where we can intersect and create like this awareness of kind of passion-driven abundance that happens through bringing two opposites together, you know, yin and yang. It's about the beauty of harmonization of differences. Two of Pentacles is like, let's balance each other or ourselves as equal priorities in this situation. Oh my God, she's wearing the yin and yang necklace. Do you see that? Yeah. All of this is for your best benefit and for the benefit of the other in your situation. It's really going to work out well. Like literally, like all of these kinds of things that I'm seeing in these cards are like almost maybe what, I don't know. I don't even know if I can say this, like what a therapist would determine is a healthy co-partnership strategy. Like, really feels healthy. Okay, your next cards, we have the 9th house with exploration. I almost want to say be aware of how exciting this can be to do something like this. It is the Page of Wands, which for me as an individual person, without necessarily being your tarot reader, but being an ego-driven little Erica, I love Page of Wands energy. I'm like, wee, I'm gonna go on an adventure and I don't know if it'll work, but yay. 9th house, Sagittarian. Let's explore, let's expand in this kind of direction. It's just literally, I feel like you're meant to embrace this choice and what's to come, the breakthrough that's to come of it. as something that's like an exploration or like the next frontier, the new frontier in this relationship or the connection. We have descendant with invitation. Again, it's about boundaries, I really feel like, and it's about understanding the psyche. It's about what you will and will not put up with, what is and is not okay. Descendant, to me, I've identified it at this point as very much so the divine feminine in all of us, regardless of gender. It's her superpower. It's consent. It's being a semi-permeable membrane at all times. You get to say yes, you get to say no, and the world around you has to figure out how they want to honor that, dishonor it, whatever. Do they want to invade you when you say a solid no? But it is also figuring the fuck out what those yeses and nos even are, especially if we have gray areas, if we're confused, if we're not aligned with something and we're just like kind of, you know, watery, wavy about it. Feels like there's a lot that to come from being able to discern that a whole lot more. Like with this Two of Pentacles, what is your yes? Okay, I will walk into that because I agree, and that's my yes as well. Again, it's that Vesica Pisces. Where are the crossovers? Where can we not invade each other or not just bump up against each other and never come together? It's like, where can we merge together and join forces? What is a yes for you? Yeah, that's a yes for me. Cool, let's blurb together. We also have Leo with Shine. Your decision is the thing that is the catalyzing event. So, you know, let it be seen. Speak it loud and proud. Don't hide it. And then we have Debilitated with Discomfort. Yeah, there is the clench of the contraction of birth of this whole new way of going about doing it. You're already in a debilitated moment, or you're about to be in the debilitated moment. That's the Tower card. Things are exploding. The Act of God says you cannot continue in this way. Yeah. But the debilitated is here. You already know that. You're going to reflect on what you want to do about that kind of situation. Debilitated very much so is like fish out of water kind of thing. It's not going to feel pleasant or nice. But once you make your decision and you shine with it, then there we go. I'm sorry, I'm laughing. I just got 2 more cards and they like knocked everything, which annoys me. I need the cards to be straight. You guys already know that if you know me. It makes me insane. I'm annoying. I just like needed these to be straight and I don't know if they're perfect yet and I need to move on. But yeah, the cards needed to come out in a really fucking annoying way to me. They just were like flailing everywhere and they're coming out in chunks. And I was like, they're like smacking up against my body. But you got the yes and the no card. And you got both the vehement yes and no. There's an exclamation point. This deck has a yes and it doesn't have an exclamation point. And it does have a no without the exclamation point. Okay, this is what your choice point is for, is to discover where those yeses are and where those nos are, like with certainty. Solidness. Your first choice is a bit of that. Your first choice is to go in that direction. This Page of Wands. You don't know how it's going to work out. You might not have ever made this kind of an assertive decision before. That's why Leo is coming out. It's like, don't back down. They're going to, whoever the other is, they're going to need to see your assertion here. They're going to need you to shine in this kind of a way, and it's going to be beneficial for them as well. And I do think it's interesting that this angel is holding the sun and the moon, and she's like, will they join together? Can they? Fire and water together in one cauldron, like the Temperance card energy. I'll stop going so full tarot geek for you guys. But yeah, the no, I really like how this card still seems like such a positive. Like if you say no and you embrace that, even though it is letting go of something, it is saying no to what you might have wanted, you just know it's not meant for you. It does open up, like, look at this. It's like, open the gates of heaven with your boundaries. Like, it's just really kind of a delightful energy. Like, it is such a positive to be able to gift someone an assertive, no, that is not for me. No, I won't be doing that. Okay. Oh my God, I I can't handle this. It's not straight. Your decision is going to be straightening out your situation, very much so. It might take a little bit of work, like the debilitated. But, you know, get going on that. I honestly feel like it's meant to be fun right now. This grape, I cannot handle this. Okay, the grape jelly dragon came out. And remember, this 17, your cards are making me insane. I have a boundary. The cards need to be straight. This mess is a no. Okay, anyway. The 17th path, it does say humor. And then you've got the grape jelly dragon with childlike. It doesn't have to be so serious. So like your no, or the cataclysm of the tower, you know, those don't have to be those kinds of like heart-wrenching things. This can be a continuation of whatever you've got going on here with the lovers and the joining and the Vesica Pisces. This is. Your breakthrough is going to show you that it is a continuation. It is not an end. And so then in that kind of a way, have a bit of lightness about the whole thing. It will be heavy. It will be debilitating. But that debilitation, like this mushroom dragon is trying to show you, is an illusion. The separation is an illusion. The idea that a solid no is leading to harm of another and not the gateways of heaven opening up is an illusion. Boundaries are those healthy things. When we know what our no's are, then we don't, and we can uphold them, then we can guide each other very well. Then we don't have to be so wishy-washy. Then we don't have to be so confused. Then we don't have to be so unknowingly manipulative of each other. It's light of consciousness, very much so, with that Scorpio and the Hermit and the flashlight. Let's discover a little bit more so that we know this is a yes, this is a no. And then more harmony, and then the more embrace of these kinds of things, and then more conversations. Look at that. Your next two cards are victory and creativity. We need to understand something. Then in your situation, this breakthrough with your choice is leading to the solid victory and the greater expansive awareness of what is possible to create. Victory, it says, I shall celebrate and I shall rise. I will let victory make me wise. This is nice. Feels like your decision is something that is earned and will be seen. Like you've learned a thing or two from your own journeys and your own past. And so then express it. It's helping the situation. It's rising from this tower moment, and it's making with that owl, remember, and the hermit's staff. It's making you both, you and the other, very wise. And then we have creativity. By all above and all below, we're going to those depths of your oceans. Let me connect. That's the idea. Connect, merging, let creativity flow. A different option after breaking through the illusions. The Two of Pentacles, that Jupiter and Capricorn. Let's see what we can strive for now that we understand each other a whole lot more. And then your last card for this breakthrough energy is where you need to be. And it says, acknowledge how you are feeling. Emotional intelligence. Have faith. The universe will take care of a current concern by providing the best possible outcome for all involved. Like I was saying with that Page of Wands energy, I feel like there's an awareness inside of you of this is new. You haven't really done something like this before, you know, made that choice, had that awareness of your yes or no's, believed that a connection can continue after a tower moment, allowed a certain amount of lightness when it comes to that kind of debilitation, allow it to flow into what will become of this as a result of this reflective time. Yeah, feels like you're aware, you're ready, you have emotional intelligence on your side. Touch down with your yeses and nos, break through the illusions, be light about it, explore, and here we go. it gets to continue in a better way, more connected, more partnered, more merged, more harmonious. But okay, that's what I have for you all, group 3. Thank you for doing this hard work. If you like this reading and if it has helped, give it a big thumbs up, click on the subscribe button, comment below. Also check out the links that I have in the description of this video for some tarot offerings. I have the link to the next group tarot gathering or group tarot reading. If you are a reader of any kind of divination tool, it doesn't necessarily specifically have to be tarot. You can read only oracle decks or astro dice or tea leaves or whatever. Bring your tool and also bring a question that you'd like to receive a reading on, because what we do is we all gather together over Zoom and we read for one another. So it's pretty valuable in terms of you get a reading from several different readers at one time, and it's also valuable if you want to be in a safe space to practice this craft, to be psychic and to be intuitive without being judged, and to be able to expand with those abilities. If that sounds like something you want to do, head to the link. Love to see you there. I host it on the last Saturday of every month. But that's it. I'm sending you on your way. Please remember that we are all free and we are also all connected always at the exact same time. I love you. Hello, beautiful ones. These are the decks that I used in this reading. I like to show you guys in case you're curious, in the order that I use them in. This is that first oracle deck that I drew those first 3 cards from. I use this tarot deck, and then I use these other oracle decks in this order. I'm just gonna plunk them down on the table for you all. And then also, can you guys see that? I'm gonna squish them. I'm literally still going in order from how I use them. But okay, there you go. I love you guys. Enjoy your reality.